Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Not Delta 95 coming with another Transformers Kingdom video, and this time it's going to be, yes, another G1 character that should have been part of Studio Series, but that is going to be Ultra Magnus, of course, the bot who can't deal with anything. At least not right now. But there we go, or here we go, we got the truck mode, robot mode. He is WFC-K20, so you got the usual there. 12 steps between robot and vehicle, 21 between these two, and 16 between these two. It's a retool of Siege, so I guess we'll get through this pretty quick. So let's go ahead and get this open and go from there. All right, and here we have Kingdom Ultra Magnus in probably one of his, or at least Ultra Magnus's most iconic pose, of course, that being from the 86 movie poster. And before I forget, right off the bat, we got a Megatron card. And so yeah, I finally got something other than Prime and the Arc. So now I just need a Dinobot card. If anyone wants to hit me up that wants an Arc or a Prime, so let's see. There we go, Megatron with a gladiatorial look with a very, not a later looking axe, some sort of shield and armor. So you got that. And go ahead and get these guys out of the way. And as I said before with Cup, he definitely needs a new head sculpt and arms with wrist swivel, because he does not look good holding his gun like that. So bringing in his other counterpart here, we've got the Siege ones. Go ahead and get them straightened out here so you can see all the details and everything. Now I don't have the little side guns attached here. They're really not all that important as far as Ultra Magnus goes. What is going on with my camera here? Hang on a second. Okay, I don't know what happened there. So I thought I had to knock it down to 30 frames per second, but I guess not. Anyways, here we've got them next to each other. Don't have, like I said, I don't have this one with the little side gun things, since not really a huge deal as far as robot mode. Well, yeah, I guess effective vehicle mode, because 2001 RID vehicle mode, whereas this one's a little bit more G1. I do like the fact that he's a little bit more movie accurate as far as some of the details. Like you get these more, I guess, kind of smooth surfaces on some places, like the chest, shoulders, and the head, which does have that nice kind of aviator look to the visor, as well as the thinner antenna and just the overall better looking head sculpt. So these shoulder pauldrons are all new, as well as the missiles. The chest piece, of course. The forearms are the exact same. They just don't have any of the Siege battle damage. And the legs, at least the front part of the legs, are the exact same. Same with the feet themselves. You do get new Earth-based tires and some more accurate G1 details here on the actual side panels. But we'll get into that in vehicle mode. You got the bumper of the truck there. And unlike the Siege one, you do get a much darker gunmetal color to the blaster. It is painted silver. It's molded in red plastic, you can tell. All the joints are pretty much the same. So get all of what you got before, just now in a more G1 looking package. And of course you do get a new waist piece, at least on this side of it. Of course, the new missiles and a much brighter white compared to the kind of weird yellowish white. So transformation is pretty much the same. I'll get this down into the base robot mode and compare those real fast. All right, and here we have the Kingdom Magnus just stripped down to the white body. And here we have the Siege one for comparison, so you can see much more of a prime style look here compared to this one. Although I do kind of like the teal head crest here on the Siege one, as opposed to the silver on the Kingdom, and the more complete look to the grill compared to the Kingdom. Other than that, they're pretty much the same except for the shade of white. It's got a bigger Autobot symbol on the shoulder here, and just a regular kind of teal for the waist as opposed to this kind of metallic paint here on the Siege. Of course, different tires, and seeing it here in the light, these are that weird green that I was talking about in my Trailbreaker video, so you can kind of see that there. But yeah, I mean, it works, I guess, for what it needs to. It just sucks that, you know, that's not filled out right. I don't know, he looks a little more chunky here than this one. This one actually looks like he's swole, whereas this one looks like he just got done with Christmas dinner. So, that being said, transformation is pretty much the same. So, we'll just go ahead and get this guy into cab mode, and then we'll put on the trailer. Alright, so here we have Magnus in his truck mode, and yeah, it's pretty much just the Siege with new bumper in front and new wheels. That's it. Bring in the Siege one so you can see. Still dig the RID vehicle mode as a Cybertronian mode. It just sucks with that big empty gap there, though there is the DNA upgrade that swings this up and around to here to fill that in. But overall, yeah, not really impressed with just the single cab. So really hoping there's a third-party company that comes out with a new Magnus around this size that'll work. And real quick, let's go ahead and add on the trailer. Went ahead and did this part here. So we'll just add the arm or the gauntlets as you normally would. Just like that. Same thing on the other side, just tab this all in. I did go ahead and add a couple of toy hacks that fit perfectly right there. And I'm going to add one to this side later because I completely forgot that he does have a symbol right there he's supposed to. But for some reason they didn't put any symbols on him for the big Magnus mode. So for here, finish by taking these shoulder pylons, tabbing them together like you normally would. These tab onto Magnus like that. Then we just clasp these onto the side of the trailer right here, or in the truck. Just like that. Same here on the other side. So you got that. Plug the new shoulder rockets onto the side here. And of course we can put the rifle here or back here. And I mean, it's okay. It's not really okay, but I can see what they were trying to go for. They tried molding in these pieces here to look a little bit more like the original car carrier, but then you've got all this, all the scaffolding throughout, which does not look good. It doesn't have a complete bottom. The back doesn't open, so if someone doesn't create a new cab for this, I would love to see someone create a new trailer armor that, at least in robot mode, looks like how he normally does as the Kingdom figure. But I love a new trailer that can actually rotate and pivot, but still function as the armor. So yeah, not 100% thrilled, and then mine's got a little paint splotch right there on the side. I can easily take care of that with some isopropyl. But, I mean, it's not the worst thing ever. There's definitely been worse figures, but I don't know, it's more disappointing than it is bad. So, go and grab this one. Of course, all we really need to do for this to get the armor on, just plug this into here. And there we've got our Siege and Kingdom Magnus figures, and yeah, this one definitely works as a complete unit better than the Kingdom one. So, because this actually functions as both a Cybertronian vehicle mode and a great callback to the RID figure. Whereas this one is basically being, or the G1 Magnus trying to be the RID figure. It doesn't quite work. But at the end of the day, I'm still glad I got it. It's going to be in robot mode, you know, for my Studio Series display. And I just hope that someone can come up with a new trailer / armor set for this that'll match a little bit better. So that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to check out all the links down in the description: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff, like I said, down in the description, as well as all the other channels I give a shout out to. So that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one.